Good morning to each one of you students of 2nd standard A1 and A2. I hope you are fit and fine and ready for learning mathematics. I welcome each one of you. Before we begin our class, shall we have a word of prayer? Fold your hands, close your eyes, let's pray. Loving Father in heaven, we thank you, dear Lord, once again for yet another day of learning mathematics. Be with us and give us heavenly knowledge. Bless these children with a heavenly knowledge and wisdom from above, dear Lord. Give them good health. Bless their parents too. We ask in Jesus' name. Okay, children. Today's memory verse is found in Matthew chapter 5 and verse 3. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Shall we repeat again? Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And I hope that this memory verse will bring up blessings to each one of you. Okay, children, before I begin chapter number 2, that is unit number 2 in mathematics. Before that, I would like to revise or tell some points in the previous lesson's last pages, okay, about the different types of lines. And children, you did not, most of you did not attend the Zoom class. This is very bad. Please attend the Zoom class also, so that you will have more knowledge, because I am repeating in Zoom class and video class same thing, but still if you watch my Zoom class you will understand also. So please do not miss the Zoom classes. I had taught you in the Zoom class about the different types of lines, and some of them are already mentioned on your page number wait 1 minute. Different types of lines on page number 8, okay, and they are as slanting line. These are slanting lines. Slanting means it goes down like this or it goes up like this. Slanting line. These are called slanting lines. And what about this? These are called curved lines. They are not at all straight. They are curved. So they are curved lines. Okay. Next we learnt also about the vertical lines. Okay. Vertical lines are lines that are straight like this. Standing lines. Standing lines are also called as vertical lines. Okay. And they are horizontal lines. Horizontal lines are the sleeping lines. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, we have to find the horizontal lines, the vertical lines, the curved lines. We have to find in alphabets and in numbers. So first we'll take alphabet A. Okay. This is A, alphabet A. And let's find out how many, what type of lines are found in this alphabet A. This is slanting line, yet another slanting line, and this is horizontal line. So two types of lines are found in letter A. Okay. Next, what letter is this? Yes, this is a V letter. V, capital V, and it has slanting lines, two slanting lines. Slanting means going either this way or this way. It is not at all straight. Okay, so it's going slanting. Okay, next we have, what letter is this? Yes, it is a capital L. Okay, L, and L has a standing line. That standing line is called as vertical line. Vertical line and horizontal line. So this type of lines can be found in alphabets and in numbers. Okay, what letter is this? Yes, this is letter K, and K has one vertical line and two slanting lines. one vertical line and two slanting lines. Okay. The next I'm going to show you is alphabet, and it is a O letter. Okay, what letter is this? O letter. It has a curved line. Full circle is a curved line. Anything that is in circular shape has curved line. Okay? Yes. And what about this? What is this? Yes, it is number 6. Number 6 has no vertical lines, no horizontal lines, only the curved line. So this number has only curved lines. And what about this one? Yes, this is number 3. And number 3 has what type of line? A curved line. Okay, it has curved lines. What? These are called as up curve. Up means going up and up and up. Up curve. Up. Okay, going up curve. Okay, and this is called as down curve. See here, going down, one curved line, next curved line, and next curved line, going downwards like this. It's called as down curved line. Okay, next what we are going to learn. So you have to remember what type of lines are found in alphabets and in numbers. That you will see on page number 8. Okay, and also on page number 9 you will find there is a shadow. How to recognize a shadow. Okay, I hope you all are sitting with your textbook. Okay, so this is how we find and identify the shadows. Okay, shadows of different objects. For example, they have given you watermelon and cherries and a bird and a cat, and you have to recognize the shadow of a given object or a thing. Okay, to explain that, I have made some shadows. Okay, what is this? This is a carrot. This is a carrot, and the shadow of carrot is one of these. Is this the same object? The shadow will be same. The shadow of an object will be same as the object. So the shadow of a carrot, can it be this one? No. See, it has 3 leaves and this one doesn't have any leaves. So this cannot be the shadow of this carrot. Is this the one? No, this also does not have any leaves. So this cannot be the shadow. Oh yes, this one is the shadow of this carrot. See, it has 3 leaves. It also has these 3 leaves. So this is the shadow of a carrot. So you have to circle the shadow of the carrot and identify and shadow and circle. Okay. Next I have taken is, be careful, just listen carefully, no need to write. First you look at the lesson, listen carefully, you will understand. Then what you are supposed to write, I will send you in the WhatsApp and then you write. Okay. What is this? This is a strawberry. And which shadow? This one or this one? This one? No, because see, it has only 2 leaves up. There's no leaves up here. Only one is here, so here 1. And here this side 1, so this side 1. So this is the shadow. This is the shadow of the strawberry. The shadow of an object looks exactly like the shadow, like an object. Okay? The shadow of a given object or given thing will look exactly like the object. See here, it has a stem and there also stem, and it has a corner here, it has a corner here, it has a little corner here and a little corner here. So this is the shadow of this watermelon. Next what we are going to learn is lesson number 2, introduction. I had already taught you how to see the numbers. the numbers, how to compare the numbers which is greater and which is smaller number, and in order to find the greater and the smaller number, you have to compare the numbers in tens place. Okay, for example, if you see page number 10, those of you who have the textbook, you follow me in the textbook. If you do not have the textbook, do not worry. First you listen, then when you get the books, you can refer the pages and then learn. So page number 10, it is given, look there. It says color the bigger number in each of the given pairs. Pair means two numbers. Two numbers will be given. That is called pair of numbers. Okay, pair of a number or numbers, and you have to color. So listen carefully. Color the bigger number. So in order to know which is the bigger number, you have to say take the tens of this number and tens of this number and compare. 2 is bigger or 3 is bigger? 3 is bigger. So naturally this number is bigger than this number. So 38 is bigger than 26. So color the bigger number. Okay, did you understand? Also in the next, see there, the next also. Now what is this number? This is 60 and this is 59. So color the bigger number. Why this is bigger? 60 is bigger because see, in tens place, here 6 is there and here 5 is there. So 6 is bigger than 5. So naturally this 60, this number is bigger than this number. So I have colored the bigger number. When the question says color the bigger number, you have to color the bigger number. If I say color the smaller, if I give you in the exam color the smaller number, you should know how to color only the smaller number. Okay, in the next picture, that is on page, same page on page 10, some numbers are given and you have to, it says tick the smaller number. Okay, tick the smaller number. So here I have done for you. Pay attention. Tick the smaller number. If I say color, you have to color. If I say tick, you have to tick. Okay. So tick the smaller number. So this number is 15. What number is this? This number is 15. And what number is this? This is 25. So I have ticked here. 15 is smaller. So I tick 15. And next, let us see what is next. Okay. Yes, this is 69 and this is 96. Both of them looking like same. But you have to remember, you have to see the, see here, this is ones and tens. Compare the tens. Here is 6 and here is 9. So, which is smaller? This one is smaller, 69 is smaller. So, you have to tick the smaller number. Tick means, you understood what it is tick means? So, this is a small number. So, I tick the small number. So, tick the smaller number. Here it is 37 and 34. Now, here you will notice children that 3 and 3, both the tens places are same. So, when the tens places are same, you have to compare the ones place. In this ones place, 7 is bigger number and 4 is smaller number. So, which number is smaller? 34 is smaller. So, tick the smaller number. This is how you compare and see which is bigger and which is smaller. In the next page, page number 11. Take quickly page number 11. It is given circle. Now, first we color the bigger number, then tick the smaller number. Now next page 11, it is given 34, okay, 34, 35 and 39. And the question says, circle the biggest number. 3 numbers are given and in these 3 numbers, which is the biggest number, you have to circle. How you will find the biggest number? Here 3 and 3 and 3. All 3 in tens place is same number. So next you compare the ones. In ones this is here 4, this is 5 and this is 9. So 9 is biggest number. So you have to circle. So what I will do? I will take and circle the biggest number. Tick and circle and color. You should know the difference between all of the numbers. So I have circled the biggest number. Okay, next 30 and 80 and 50. 30 and 80 and 50. 30, 30, 80, 50. Which is the biggest number? 3 is small and 5 is little bigger and 8 is the biggest number. So we circle the biggest number, that is 80. So take 80 and circle the biggest number. Did you understand? Like that you have to do for all the other numbers that are given. Suppose I tell you box the smallest number. Box the smallest number and I give you some 3 numbers. Now we finished coloring the number, ticking the number and circling the number. Now here come to the box the number, box the smallest number. That means you have to find in a given number, you have to find the smallest number and box it. Box it, how you will box it? Which is the smallest, 41, 79, 19 or 48? So 19 is the smallest number. You have to box it. Box it, that means make a box. No circling, no ticking, no coloring, only box. You box the smallest number, that means put a box around, draw a box around the smallest number. Okay children, shall we quickly go to page number, next page. Take page number 14. I will tell you. Okay, take quickly page number 14. On page number 14, there are beautiful, complete all the possible 2-digit numbers with and without repetition. Okay, that means 68 is given. This is on page number 14. 68, not 68. 6 and 8, 2 numbers are given. And with these 2 numbers, you have to form as many as double-digit number you have to form. 6 using the 6 and 8. You have to form here 4 numbers can be formed. What are the numbers can be formed? Here it is 6 means here you have to write 8. It becomes 68. It becomes 68. Next 8 is given and what number you will write here? So 6 you can write here. So here also 68 and here also 68. Okay. Okay, here you can write 8 actually, 88, 68 and 88, then 86 and here also 86 or you can write 86, okay. So many numbers can be formed. Form the 2-digit number, 68 or 86 or you can use even another number, you can say 66, you can write 66. You can write 88, here 88 is there. So like that you have to form the 2-digit numbers. Here another in the same page it is given that you have to form with another next 2 numbers. 57, okay. So 5, 5 you can make it a double, 5, 5, 55, 7 and 7, 77, then here 75 and here 57. See, 4 numbers can be formed using the given 2 numbers. This is how we make the double-digit number using only 2 numbers. So children, you should know how to use. Okay, next what I am going to tell you is lot of things. See here. How to, that is on page number 15. On page number 15, some pictures will be given. That is called arrange the names of the pictures in alphabetical order. Okay, some pictures will be given. You have to arrange these words in alphabetical order. For example, see all the pictures and take a paper, write down first word what you have to first name what you have to write is starting with, remember alphabetical order means starting with A, B, C, D, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, according to that. So in these pictures, which picture starts with A? A for apple, so write apple first, okay, A. What is B? Which is B? Which picture starts with B? B. So take B, A, L, L. So apple first you'll write, then you'll write B. Next comes C. Where is C? C. C for cat. So apple, ball, cat. After cat, what? D. What is the next letter after C? D. So here it is given D for duck. So A, B, C, D. So you write apple first, ball second, cat third, and duck fourth. After D, what letter comes? E. E, no picture is there. E. Then F, then comes F. So write fish next. Okay. E, F, G, next is G. So grapes. So write grapes next. G. H, any H is there? No. I, no. J, no. K, no. We don't have any picture in this, starting with K. L, no. M, yes, M is there, M for mango. So, write mango. So, first comes apple, A, apple, B, ball, C, cat, D, duck, E, nothing. So, F comes next. So, fish, and write fish, and then grapes. Then, like that, your alphabetical order means you have to write the names of the picture in A, B, C, D, E, F, whichever name starts with A, you write first. Whichever name starts with B, you write next. Then C, D, E, like that. Alphabetical order on page number 15, and you please complete that. Okay. Next, you will read the lesson, means you will understand what it is. Okay, children. Ascending order and descending order. What is ascending order and descending order in the numbers? Okay, that is on page number 18. Ascending order. Ascending means going up from small number to big number. 27, 34, 49 and 67. See here in one's place how it is. So, smaller number to bigger number is called ascending numbers. Ascending means going from a small number to bigger number. And descending order. Descending means coming down. See, the arrow is showing down, coming down from big number to small number, coming down. Getting down is called ascending. Descending. Ascending means small to big. Descending means big number to small number. Coming down is called as descending order. And for today, children, I will tell you that if I give you 4 numbers, 9, 5, 7, 3. If I tell you to write these numbers in ascending order and descending order. So, in ascending order, you will start with a small number. 3, 5, 7, 9. Using these numbers, smaller, then bigger and biggest. Okay. Descending order means big number to small number. So, big is 9, then 7, 5 and smallest is 3. So, this is called descending order. Descending means going from big number to small number. Ascending means going from small number to bigger number. Here also on page number 18, they have given you beautiful creatures. Ascending and descending. Okay. Here 9, 12, 17, 24, 25, 35. It goes small number to big number. Small to bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and big number. That is called ascending order. Descending order. big number, big number, big number to small number to small number to small and the small and the smallest. So going from big number to small number is called descending order. Going from small number to big number is called ascending order. Did you understand, children? I hope whatever is taught here, if you do not understand, watch my video again and again. You will find that it is very easy to follow the textbook and the video together. Sit with your textbook, sit with your classwork, sit with your pencil when you are watching the video. Note down and write down, and remember to write all the answers that I have sent you in WhatsApp. Okay, children, bye-bye for now. This is the end of our today's class. And remember, Unit 2 is a very big lesson. It has lot of pages. It has so many numbers and there's lot to learn. So do not miss my video, neither do not miss my Zoom class. It has got 30 pages. Page number 10 to page number 39. 30 pages lesson. So be careful. Each time I teach you, I have divided the lesson into three or four parts. I will teach you little by little, but pay attention, try to understand, read the lesson, learn the spellings, learn the bigger numbers, and you will find maths to be a very easy subject. Okay, children, that's the end for this today's class. Bye bye, take care.